Congratulations.
Hello everyone, it is session 16 of StarFinder, the Fragments of Eternity. It is the 30th of January 2019. I am Brian, the GM. Roll20 can go fuck itself because there are goddamn updates ruining all my map work. And here are my players.
Hello, I'm Olka. I am here. And
Here I am!
I play a Lashunta pilot called Emmelyn, and I might die from carbon monoxide poisoning during this session.
IRL.
IRL.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Hello.
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 I'm playing Zora, best captain.
Sorry, do you want to do that again? I actually heard none of it. I'm
You're
sorry.
quiet, Nico.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did go very quiet.
Am I quiet? Okay. Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Nico, and I'm playing Zora, the best captain. Sign bell.
That's much better, thank you. Yeah.
Greetings. I'm Alex, and I'm playing Nix5, the android mechanic, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Possibly.
Sure.
Saboteur, maybe?
Yeah, we'll work that out.
Yeah.
Hello. Becky Lynch is going to WrestleMania. For the 3 people listening out there, if you care about wrestling, I'm sure you're as happy as I am. Anyway, I'm Colin. So yeah, there's that. And I'm also Lyko Quint in this game, who is your resident sneaky spooky. Those are just adjectives, but no noun will follow.
That's where you're wrong, because
Hi! Hi there. I'm Calum,
the noun that follows.
and that's it. The noun that follows. I'm incredibly not very well, so apologies for
Okay, we're
my lack
taking
of
like
enthusiasm.
shots each. So yeah.
I've got keys, basically.
But yeah, I will be playing a very tired Zigg today. The mystical space rat who everyone either loves or hates. I'm unsure at this point, but we'll find out.
Yata!
Stay
Excellent.
tuned.
So, how's everyone's week been? Long.
I just realised that it's not smoke that I saw. My glasses are just dirty.
Oh my god. And that summarises Olka's week.
That's
Oh,
great,
that's
man.
good.
Yep.
Well done.
Yep, so that's me.
Yep, I mean,
Star.
Oh, that pretty much sums up the week as well, I suppose.
anyone that wears glasses can attest to you look at something and you go, is it my eyes, is it my glasses, or is it what I'm looking at?
The house is on fire.
I don't remember painting fire on my glasses. Oh dear. Was your week any better than that, Olka? Or
Yes, it was. I had a decent week. I had work, and then I didn't because it was the weekend, and then I had work again. I spent most of last week living in Edinburgh in Alex's flat, which has been fun, and watching Criminal Minds
awesome.
And a bit of Digimon.
and a bit of Digimon.
The original Digimon.
Season one.
Minds.
Season 1.
Oh my god, it's so
The
good!
original. Ah,
Wait, Digimon or Criminal Minds? What are we
Yes.
talking about?
I've not seen Criminal Minds,
Yes.
so
It's
yes.
good. It's good.
I like it. It has a lot of problems, but it's got
Oh, yeah.
Matthew Gray Goobler in it.
No, like Digimon
Yeah.
is
Who
flawless.
fuck cares about the problems? Look at him.
Oh dear.
He's a beautiful man.
He is. He's very.
Nico?
Week's been what most of it, to be honest. My week on pretty much starts just now. 3 days off. Woohoo. Playing some Atlas. That's about it, really. Still.
You're liking the Atlas then.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. It's good fun. It's good fun.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of the hype about it, and then it just was there. It's like, oh,
It's
there's
not
another
hype,
one of
it's
these.
getting slated, but it's getting slated.
It's a time
because
sink though, Nico, and you do love those.
Yes.
But was it hype before release at all?
Kind of, because it's the same makers of Ark.
I must have missed it. Just seemed to get me by some.
It came out the same sort of fashion as Ark, just came out of the blue. Like, they kind of announced that about 3 weeks before it came out.
Ark had a huge amount of buzz when it first came out, though, and it looks entertaining. But I keep on hearing it's actually quite a bad game. It just looks really fun.
It's just one of the games that's like fun and all content. Like, they don't really. It's not polished by any means.
Yeah.
It's not a polished game. It's
Rust
just-
has come a long way, and I'm thinking about. I bought it in a sale years ago, and I'm thinking about starting to play that because.
If you get a game, I'll get a game with it, man. It's such
Yeah,
a
yeah, that'd
brutal
be good.
game, man, but it's so funny, man.
Yeah, we used
Such
to watch Perry and Flax play it a lot back when he did. I'm a big fan of P Flax, and I particularly liked when he had his little tribe doing that. And it looked, not as polished as some games, admittedly, but.
But I've always been a fan of just survival, brutal games, man. I'm kind of a glutton for punishment that way. Like, I like them.
I try
I
and talk
like
the kids at the
PvPs.
work into like playing Minecraft and survival rather than creative. Oh god, I tried to talk Claire's son into doing that as well. It's like, oh, 7-year-old, like, no, you don't want to play creative. That's not where the challenge is. What's wrong with it?
You're gonna be the ruin of that boy's life.
No, I'm not. You know his mum. She's your relative. Like, seriously. You're not going to blame me
Okay,
for
no,
this.
yeah.
Just for those listening at home,
his
we are not
nails,
all
man.
related. Just so you know, there's a disclaimer. We are not all related. For those at home, that's my end of
It
the
sounds
GM message.
pretty close to it.
I mean, aren't we all just, the family of
We are
humanity?
related through friendship.
Yes, there you go. That's our relationship. Calum is an interesting family.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Definitely.
It's definitely a family.
And
Yes.
what about you, Zigg? How was your week?
Me. My week consisted of being really sick. That's it.
Okay.
It sucks,
Yeah.
and I'm very upset about it.
I'm sorry, Calum. That sucks.
I don't know. It's fine.
Aw.
It's not fine. I'm actually dying. This is it. This is my last.
Yeah, we're all agreeing.
episode of Fragments of Eternity.
We're agreeing. We're all agreeing that it sucks. That
I don't think any of us were agreeing as such,
Well,
but
we may not agreeing, but we'll agree.
I agree.
Agree. Thank you. I'm in agreement.
my patience is spimped with this nonsense.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was
That's all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It does suck. Like being completely out of action for a week is not fun.
Yeah, I made the mistake of going to work and then deciding to go mountain biking, and it definitely did not help.
Oh man, yeah. I wouldn't have done that if I were you.
No, I regret that decision.
Mistakes were
Wholeheartedly.
made. Mistakes were made. This Justin.
Yeah.
What
Other than that, that's been my week. Just sick,
about you, Colin?
and not the good kind.
Not down with the sickness, no.
No. I'm up with the wellness.
I have been massively improved, as I was saying.
Just in
earlier.
general, I'm Colin 2.0.
Yes, there's been a big update. No, I booked
Like the
ticket,
Roll20 update.
so
God
I'm
damn
very
it.
excited for that.
Awesome. Have you decided what you're getting?
Yeah. So it's going to be, and this might be a slightly controversial choice, and I've gone back and forth, and I saw a couple of people's advice on it first.
A
Actually,
massive
one of them
penis.
being no,
It's Jeremy Corbyn's face.
one of the people whose advice I sought was in fact the cousin of our little rat. But ultimately I decided, based on feedback, that it was a good idea to go ahead with. So I'm getting a brand new album cover on it.
Awesome.
And not to say a
Ooh.
recent album cover, an album cover from the band Brand New, who those of you who are listening may or may not be familiar with. They obviously ended their career under some slightly a
Okay.
cloud of ignominy, I think we should say, regarding some of the antics of the lead singer, which is very unfortunate. But they were nonetheless a band that I saw, I think, like 7 times live. They were a band that meant a long time, a great deal to me for a long time, and one of my best friends I would almost certainly not be friends with had it not been for a mutual interest in them. So I just decided, fuck it. If people go, right, if you get that tattooed, I'll say, what were you listening to in 2003, you prick? Anyway,
Is it the
Yeah.
Devlin God?
They asked you
It
why
is
have you got
not.
that tattoo. You said because I fucking wanted it. That's why.
Yeah,
What a
exactly.
body.
It's not Devlin God, it's Dejan Tondu. I do think I might get the figures from Devlin God at some point. But it was Dejan Tondu when I started listening to them, so that's...
Yeah, and that'd make a great colour piece.
It's gonna look great, I think, so I'm quite excited for that. Other than that, I've just been working. It's been alright at work. There's been some unfortunate developments within the council that mean my job isn't as safe as I might have liked it to be. Such is life. We know that can happen. And especially if you're in a culture department sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah, there are ups and downs, but on the whole, I'm pretty good form today. I do apologise if I start having a coughing fit. I will try and mute. I am not always the quickest to do it.
Well, we know.
Hey, good time.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good. Well, let's get stuck in. Who remembers what happened last time?
I fucked off, which I apologise for, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, so you
Lyko
did.
passed off into the crowd to follow his contact. I think that's how it was excused.
I mean, it wasn't excused as such. I mean, he still owes the party a great debt of, It's probably a cake he'll buy for the party at some point.
Yes.
That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Sure.
Money
Like
for
that,
nothing and your
Emmelyn.
cakes for free.
Yes, I do remember that song. It's a good song, Thin Lizzy, isn't
So
it?
besides Lyko fucking off,
The music video.
Dire
What?
Straits, isn't it?
Oh yes.
You're right, it is. Sorry, we just sidebarred.
Yeah.
Just like this podcast.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm also
this-
here.
whatever this
Hi.
We are in Dire Straits. That is good, Zigg.
I think we pressed some buttons on an elevator.
Yeah, they were on a left going to see one person and then just like instinctively said, but what if we did a different thing?
A really bad
then-
thing.
You mean
It's
standard RP decision making? Yeah. It's like I know we wanted to go see A, but there's a
Let's
button
not.
that says B, and we didn't expect the B
Exactly.
button.
It did not work.
And it
But
just-
was the button that we pressed actually A? That's the
yeah,
question.
Mm.
Like, that's the real question.
it is a real question. Yes.
It's a question, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 100% on board with
We
that.
found out it wasn't A, but at least we tried, right? I mean,
This is when you still end up at that floor anyway, because the elevator is jank. So
it's part of the code. He's actually no like the CEO.
He's the Keo.
I have the name that was on that. If you want it now, by the way.
Yes.
I'll type
Yes,
it
please.
in chat. So. Let's just type all this up now. And then watch Roll20 have a fit because. This fucking bastard. There you go. I'll dump this in the other chat as well.
So what's the inspiration for this name?
It's just, what that person's called. You can ask their parents. I've got the what's on the second one down as well if you want. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just do it since she's right there. Okay.
Trying to remember who was the second Espada, but I can't, so that joke's just gonna have to go out the window.
It's okay. MD knows. They'll know.
Who was the second
Please
Espada?
comment. In the,
Yeah,
the
comment,
video.
like, comment,
What was the
subscribe.
second Espada in Bleach? I actually don't remember. I could tell you right now, but I don't want to spoil your fun.
Oh, was it Barragan?
Yes.
There we go. Mingpo.
Mingpo.
Mingpo. Emma
Can
O.
we now have
Is it Emma O or Emma O? Or, I don't know.
Mao?
Emma O. Hey, that sounds fun. It sounds fun to me, at least.
So, Ryan, can we now have the list of everybody that works in this building?
Yeah, I actually have that
We're
prepared.
starting from the top. Can we have the whole personnel, the whole
Right. So
300,000 people?
The audience is gonna love this one.
Weirdly, everybody else is actually just enslaved, and only these 3 people are official employees. So you have the. Also, fuck you, Olka.
Good dodge, mate. I like that dodge, man. That was a good fucking sidestep, mate. I like that.
It's alright. I mean, everyone's just like hired out, like you guys, right? But yeah, that's the 3 buttons she's had. So we had.
Polo sounds kind of Ahsoka.
Arrakis.
It does sound
Or,
kind
I
of
mean-
Ahsoka, doesn't it?
Or possibly just Asian.
Yeah.
But also Ahsoka.
So Emao Narakas, or Narakas, and you've got Mingpo, and you've got Edgar Wesland. And that is the CEO, Personnel Management and Acquisitions. So yeah, take from that what you will. But yeah, use in the elevator.
Wesland, the real star of the show.
There's a
Star.
personnel management. There's a personnel management. That means there has to be personnel, not just 3 people.
Yeah, literally,
I want
they're
names.
they're just the person that goes and gets the coffee for the other 2.
They manage things
I like the
personally.
idea of that.
Yeah. Wee Mengpo. Hey Meng, can you get me like, I don't know, like 4 coffees? 4 coffees, yeah. Okay, so we're in the elevator, and obviously we had the other team that were away to look up. Originally, the Bank of Abadar, and something before that. What was before the bank? Do you remember? Because you went shopping for stuff. That's what
I feel like those. I didn't really need anything, but
he's went
Next
shopping for
5?
stuff. That's fine. Yep, I recall that part.
Yes, I purchased the things to.
you wanted
Stop.
something for the captain's. Your flying machine. Yeah, let's call it that. Fucking flying machine.
It was like
the
To stop the
Velocipede.
ooze.
repair materials and there's something else as well.
Yeah, an infrared sensor.
Oh, aye, that's right. I gave you money for an IR sensor. Good
Cheeky
chat.
wee
Good chat, good
Velociraptor
stuff, man.
Mongoliensis.
A wee Velocipede. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Get there's a Velocipede.
There's a dolphin.
I have in my notes from session 14 reject flicks written, and I'm just thinking,
Yeah, I remember that.
it's like, oh, of course.
Oh, that's our new show.
Our
Amazing.
new strong anti-Netflix policy, or
It was just meant. I think was it not our podcast of just terrible Netflix ideas?
Yes. Ideas that Netflix wouldn't pick up.
Or should
there are such things.
I prefer shouldn't pick up. Like I feel like that's
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
that's probably I'm more into that. That's fair. Okay, so
Every Indian drama is apparently one that they should pick up.
I mean,
If I can pitch one, it's a Digimon Criminal Minds crossover.
I'm on board. Yep.
I'm absolutely certain that's something someone has written at some
But
point.
Motive Mon, how did you know?
I just went to meet Gideon.
Did you get? How far in did you get? Because Mark Hamill is a villain in one episode.
I've not got to that yet.
Well, there's
He's really good. As is Tim Curry.
I just started season 3.
Totally zoned it. Like, what?
Oh, we're still in the
Sorry,
game.
I'm
Still in the
saying
game, Nico.
Barry.
Still in the game. Don't worry, Nico. We're fine. We're good.
Oh no, I was just wondering what show it was about Camel.
Criminal Minds. Also, like almost every show, I guess. Mark Hamill's a
guess,
bad
yeah.
guy. Every
Yeah,
show.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can't ever have him be the good guy again because he was Luke.
But that must be great, though. You hit Luke Skywalker, and then that's it. You literally were the best, goodest person you could ever have been, and
The
everything else
goodest
just
boy.
the goodest boy. Like another Netflix reject flicks suggestion. It's actually a legal drama. Instead of the good wife, it's the goodest boy, and it's about a dog lawyer.
That's definitely like a real Korean drama. I'm certain Jess has watched that.
And that's
Also-
why we're ditching Starfinder and just pitching shows.
I mean, yeah. Welcome to Reject Flicks, Session 1.
Jesus Christ.
We're all RPing people that know good ideas and gooder ideas. Anyway, so we were in the also see the people that aren't in the current scene because we're going to go with Zora and Emmelyn in the elevator. I would very much like the rest of you to telepathically work out exactly how you're proceeding, so that when we switch back, everything is magical. And let's hope the maps work, because fuck the maps.
Aw. Cute.
Good.
Imagine that was all I'd done. That was it. That was the whole map, and I was like, God damn it!
So, am I the only one that's just seeing darkness?
Move,
I
zoom
see
out.
a circle.
There's
I
a
have
circle.
zoomed out entirely.
I
There's an
only
ellipse.
see
I see lots of
darkness. I'm
darkness
gonna
too.
refresh.
An ellipse.
I too will refresh.
The annoying thing is refreshing
Is
the
it 'cause
entire
we don't have
page
pieces?
is required. No, it's not that at all. You should all be able to see. But I might have to just put you guys into the room. Anyway,
Yeah,
like
I'm
as your
still
pieces, it's fine. I might just move your pieces into the room.
I don't
Yeah.
mind seeing blackness. I can use my imagination.
There is an oval elevator standing in
retro.
front of you.
Oh god, it could be like a mud. I played in a mud when I was like 14. Very
Now I need to
Wait,
refresh the recording screen 8 million times until it decides to actually load. Oh, here we
What's it
go.
called? King of. Oh man.
Kingdom of Loading.
The king of Oman.
No, Kingdom of Losing. I tried for like 5 minutes. I thought this is a funny joke. I'm not willing to commit time to. It was like a card game reference. Oh fuck.
I'm just gonna mute myself temporarily so I can swear several times at Roll20. Bear with me.
He's joking.
Just let it out, man. Just let
Or
it
maybe
out,
he's
man.
not. Who knows?
Maybe he,
anyone's
maybe he wants to
kind
really
of-
scream profusely. Maybe
There you go. I can fill time. Like, I filled Dead Air better than a Crash.
Oh, yeah, well done.
Possibly. So yeah, there was a game. It was a sort of pseudo RPG mud multi-user dungeon, text based, and it had King of something. It's his name, and it's it's your standard sort of here. You have a space where you can fill in your background details, and your character is just a character sheet, and you would go to locations by typing the correct appropriate command. Etc. etc. And the gameplay was really just you could level up skills, and actually figuring out how to fucking use some of them was difficult. There wasn't really much to it. It was, as I say, basically a mud trying to be an MMORPG, heavy emphasis in the RPG part. It was weird. I had a lot going for it actually. A lot of people obviously loved it. It was King of something or other. It was definitely a card reference. If any of the 3 non-RP players listening to this played that by any chance, why? But seriously, I really would like to know what that was called.
It sounded really interesting.
It was very much like attempting to be an RPG, but ultimately its framework was just a mud. It was just a text base online. I go X, enter. You are in X thing.
Okay.
But it was
Yeah.
cool. It was just very bare bones.
There's a video. This is entirely unrelated. There's
Every
a
good
video
story starts with there's a video.
that I just saw on YouTube. That is 40 seconds of people saying Jeremy cunt instead of Jeremy.
I too have seen this.
I have seen this, yes.
I have found my new ringtone.
Okay, so swearing is over.
Yep.
But I'm not any further forward. Who can see what currently on the map? Now, I think only Zora
I can.
and Emmelyn should.
Present, I'm just seeing blackness.
That's fine. I think
Blackness.
that should
Hello, darkness.
make sense to me. Should. What about Zora and Emmelyn?
Yeah, I can see the egg,
Good. So it's
the
just
elevator egg.
it's just me, the person recording the screen. Excellent.
Oh, there you go.
Also, Zora, are you with us?
Yes,
Cool. What can you see?
I can see the oval elevator.
God, why can't I see the oval elevator? Right, I'm also gonna throw in everybody else into said elevator so that they can also see. So
Is there enough space? Don't want it to be over capacity.
Fine, I'm only wee.
I'm mostly worried about the 500 kilogram limit. Most of these have.
I feel like I'm missing.
I'm also
something.
very
It's
light.
Probably Alex. That's who I'm missing. Here we go. There we go.
Ooh, there's an oval.
I see.
Right. So are you all in?
As Jonathan Davis was saying, I can see, I'm going blind. Anyway,
Please
yes,
don't move
I can see.
around. Please just stay all on.
Calm down, Android!
just all pile up in there. Yous aren't here. Yous know that.
The ghost.
Let me
Well,
move there. Right, so here's Cheeky Janice. But why?
Sorry.
Why is Opera just not showing me what I want it to show me? Okay, it's fine. It's completely fine. Let's just... Alright, so you can still see, yeah? Everybody can
Yep.
see. Just me, that I can't see on this goddamn...
All BC.
Right, I'm just gonna refresh everything. The world.
Is a vampire.
Okay, what I'll do is I'm just gonna I'll wait until we reveal the thing, and then
Oh, the thing.
I'll remove all of the thing,
Oh,
and then yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so you're in the elevator that obviously everybody can see, except the people that can't see it. Let's see if I can add a window for that.
this is great storytelling.
I know, it's so good. It's again, remember when I said earlier?
Crawled.
It's like, no, absolute dickery. Absolute dickery. Right, cancel all this, go back to Opera. It's fine. Right, so we're recording on black screen for now. It's fine. Folks at home, just complain to Roll20. So, we can all see, which is good. Okay, let's just move Janice on the pile. So there we go. These are in here, everything's great, nobody hates Roll20, and yeah, you hear the elevator go bung as it reaches its destination, and let me just... Now here we go, moment of truth. Yep, good, I can get rid of that. There you go. And now that I've done that, I'm gonna go and take away all the dynamic lighting, because fuck
Goblins!
that. Goodbye dynamic lighting, so everybody can see everything.
Oh, scrolling makes it weird.
Right, so
It does, yeah.
Oh my
that's
god.
no-
Oh, yes.
He's summoned Goblins.
so in theory,
Uh,
you should all be able to see.
Yes. Well,
not really.
Yeah, I can see most of the room. Like, I can't see the left-hand side. I don't know if that's like a line of sight thing because of where they
I've got
are.
a corner view. I've got a field of view.
I mean, you might want to zoom out. Who
Oh
knows?
no, the
The recording's working again, for me, on this side.
Yeah, Zooming out did bad things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is...
Yeah.
Refresh
Everything
your
out
browsers
again.
entirely. Yeah, refresh the
My
browser.
god. I mean,
what was Roll20 done
to be
us?
clear, I am doing this in Chrome. I have been keeping to Chrome because of the previous
Oh,
issues.
I'm in Chrome. I'm in the developer Chrome Canary right now, and it's done
I can see everything.
I can see
good.
Yes.
I've removed all dynamic lighting.
clearly now.
No,
Yeah.
everyone's in there complaining.
Dynamic lighting's gone.
Has good
Cool.
away.
Welcome. Roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So click your token. Roll initiative.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yup, and I'll do the same as well. However, I'll describe while we're doing this part in the background, finally. The doors open, they swoosh open, you go to step into the familiar trappings of Mr. Weslin's residence, and you see him, unconscious, being dragged through a big swirly, purpley portal thingy by space goblins.
Oh, goblins.
Yep.
Blasted space goblins.
And you've got one of them just sitting back on the couch. You've got one of them drinking half a bottle of spin at the bar. And you've got one of them wrecking his desk. Yeah. That's the giant window at the very back. I think it's the whole wall. I hope everybody actually has seen this space in their head when I describe this place. The stairs that step down into the sunken seating area, the actual fire pit that's here. Yeah,
I imagined it
Pretty much,
whiter, more shiny.
Yeah. But that's what we've got, so deal with it. So here we are. Excuse me, is this what I want? Yeah, so we've got a turn order here. Let me do some initiative rolls myself, because we need them. But yeah, this is oh, the stress. I mean...
Terrible initiative roll, by the way. Absolutely awful. I'm
I mean-
disappointed in myself.
I've not rolled yet, so it could be worse.
And narratively it makes sense. You probably weren't expecting this.
Yeah, it makes absolute
But
sense.
we'll see what I roll.
Always expect God.
Yup.
Sure.
Yeah, always expect the goblin to roll good initiative as well. Investigating space goblins.
Why didn't that? There we go, that's the button I want to press. Ugh. Why is that there? It's
At least
just...
it's no hobgoblins.
That is annoying. Let me
That's
just right click. And... Why did you do that stupid thing? Click. There we go. So I'm going to change this. Doesn't really matter, it's kind of the same anyway, only... Nope, that's fine, actually. The order is the exact same. This one was a 16, but it doesn't really matter. There, I'll just make that a 16. This can be 22. But, say 20 I think it was. I'll do. Cool. That's pretty much the way it worked, I'm pretty sure, so let's just have this in descending. Right. One of the goblins kind of dragging Edgar through the big swirly portal kind of like looks up, notices the blinking light on the elevator doors, they swoosh open, sees like a Vesk stand there, and yeah, just takes a... I would say takes a swing, but really I mean shoots you with this. Let's see.
Oh.
Is this working? Or is it all broken? Okay. That didn't roll a single thing, did it? No, it did not. Great. Let's see, where's the button to actually roll it? Is this the button I want? Okay, and...
I'm a stable junk laser.
there we go. EAC, please.
Like... Probably more than that. Probably more than that, that's like 14 actually right now.
So your
Double check that.
EAC's 14, yeah.
I'll double check that.
Game manager's updated, right? So it should be in there, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I'm literally trying to get there myself as well. There we go. As
Same.
everybody
Yeah,
navigates.
14.
I have the tab open, but I was in the session tracker part of it. Right, cool.
14 because my armor's not right.
Cool. So it's 14. Yeah, so you're
Not
hit.
bad without armor.
Yeah, it's really...
I mean my
He means his solar, like, yeah.
yeah, I mean my solar armor.
Well, you take that tasty 2 damage.
Tasted 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like grunt. like what was that?
Oh yeah. Wait a second. Right, cool. So he does the thing. The other one kind of like looks up from dragging the body, and then looks up at his buddy, looks shocked, looks over at the Vesk, eyes go very cartoony wide, stumbles a bit, like fidgeting with his his pile of crap laser pistol, and yeah, he takes a shot at you as well.
Okay.
Where are we? This button. And he's gonna panic and do a full attack. So first shot flies wide, hits like the side of the or maybe like shoots past you into the elevator. Probably does that thing where I think I said the elevator was mirrored, so it probably does that thing where it just like ricochets like around you like a disco for a bit, and then misses, and then the second one hits you. Do you want to take the 5 damages?
Right, so like, that one hurt a wee bit.
Mm.
You know, like that. Probably stagger back a wee bit. No, that hurt.
Yeah, makes sense. Right, definitely makes sense. Right, let me just move this stuff off campus. There we go. Right, so that's those guys. Next guys to go. Where are we here? Right, so okay, we've got this dude here, and he's gonna have a wee got you. So this one, let me just ping him. This guy like sees the shots fly over his head, and you hear him kind of like like, I guess, quirk something in Goblin. There's probably the best term for it, right? So, or squawk maybe, something in Goblin, and then kind of like looks and yeah, just he's a bit crazy. So he's just gonna go. He's just gonna run at you, and he's gonna try and attack because he's doesn't hit, does it?
Nah.
Your KAC this time.
14 still.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he runs at you with his cleaver, and he's just like,
Dog slicer.
yeah, it's like I've obviously got this, right? Let me see if I can. Should be like, for everybody watching. Does that? There you go. There's those guys. I think those guys just look the same. Yeah.
Yep.
We just had a slightly different background. Yeah.
Wow.
Too hot to handle.
Anti-Goblin racism.
Right. The other one at the bar over here is gonna take a wee pot shot. Miss completely. And the last one, who's dancing on a desk up here, is gonna have to go Emmelyn. That's probably a hit, isn't it?
Let me have a
That's a 20.
Yes. That is definitely a hit.
Yeah. 13,
That
14
goes
isn't bad.
from my stamina points,
Yeah,
right?
hit stamina first, yeah.
I've actually not been hit yet, that's why I didn't know.
Yeah, that's fine. It's also just competence, right? Isn't it? Managed not to get the hit. Okie dokie. I think that's me. Goblins. That's all my goblins. So, but I'm actually gonna fix this. So that's that, and that can be 19 as I wanted it to be originally, and then descending. But Emmelyn.
Oh, hello.
It is your go. You've
It is.
just been hit with 4 laser pew pew,
4 laser.
and there's
four-
a goblin in front of you trying to like hack at Zora with a cleaver.
Okay, let's have a look what I can do. So, hold on. Sorry, I am not very good at this right now.
That's okay.
I forgot what things I've taken, so now I'm having to
That's
read
fine.
them up. And then I was trying to do it when it was
I'll just show off Edgar while I do that.
hot. I was trying to do it when things were happening, but there's too many things happening. I've got too many tabs open in my
So
life.
many tabs.
Yeah, same.
Right. Okay. So I am going to do a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot my static arc pistol
Okay. Yep.
at the one that's nearest. Hold on. One of the ones that's holding Edgar. If I can reach that.
Yeah, you should have the range on it. What's the range on the gun?
It's 50.
Yeah, I mean, we use the measuring tool from you.
Yeah. Cool.
Actually, like,
So
comfortably just.
yeah. So let's go for the one on the right. That makes most sense, I think.
So, this one?
Yep.
That is the one indeed holding, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to type thing or just click it?
Just the action you're using to do the thing. Cool.
And if I make it a full attack, it's a minus
4.
4.
What is it you need to draw your gun? What action?
Sorry, say again?
What action is it to draw the gun?
Yeah, move.
A move. So,
Yes.
can you do
Right, so
full?
no. In that case,
Cool.
I can't. I'm not holding.
247. Page 247.
Cool. So, so you can't use a full if you had to draw your gun, right? So,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's it. Wait. How does that interact with the base attack above 1? You can draw your
That's
gun as
only-
part of a movement.
That's only if you're drawing.
It's only actual movement. It's not
You
just
can
just
combine
use a movement. Right. Yeah.
drawing
Okay.
or sheathing a weapon.
it's part of your movement, so you can do it while moving. Like you can move, then sheath or draw a weapon.
Yeah, I thought it might be that. It was just checking in case.
But if
because-
if you don't have a move by spending it to get a full attack, you can't.
yeah.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, you're
Cool.
using your move for
Good,
something
good.
other than moving.
As long as we're on the same page, that's the main thing. I've got the
So I would
joys.
assume similarly, like if you downgraded it to a quick action or something,
Yeah.
you also wouldn't get it.
Especially in my class, it's really hard to get a full attack off. There's so much to help in my class.
Yeah, even if you move 0, so long as you're spending your move on move, you can do the drawing your action, like drawing your weapon thing, if that allows you to do it. Yeah. Yeah, so like your shot goes wild. I think there's obviously a lot of electricity sparking off the weird portal behind them, with their weird kind of purpley tendrils that are coming out of it, as well as the electricity. So maybe it just kind of gets lost in like an arc of electricity that maybe sparks off the portal and meets the shot when you shoot at Mr. Goblin. So
Going
yeah.
quite robotic for me. I don't know if
It's okay.
Yes,
The
yeah.
recording picked me up fine.
He is
It's fine.
gone. Beep boop.
Oh my.
We're doing so well.
Yeah.
That's fine. The good thing is everything's recorded on my side, so everything I said perfectly fine. I said the shot's probably lost in the arcs of the electricity coming off the portal that's got all the weird purpley tendrils and sparks of electricity coming off of it. So as you shoot it, your arc pistol into it, it just gets lost in like an arc of lightning.
That's fine, because it is a 1 that I rolled.
Oh yeah.
So that doesn't like hit Westland or anything.
No. Doesn't.
Okay.
As I said, it's like just lost. It just misses him. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, if it had critted and arced, you might have got Wesland.
Yeah, but that's like shouting clear and maybe waking him up and maybe having a, you know, aye. Is there anything else that you can do at all, Emmelyn?
Not really.
It's okay. We shall move on to Zora Daora.
Okay. I will
Tell me how you're attuning.
attune to graviton alignment.
Form of graviton.
Graviton.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Nice.
That's 1, 3, 4. Right, and I will. Do I go armor here, or do I just get straight to the nitty gritty of the situation?
What would Zora do?
Get to the nitty gritty, straight to the nitty gritty of the situation. I will draw my rifle. In fact, here's actually a question: Can I shoot through this guy?
I mean, you can shoot over him.
Would he be like impeding me in any way? I mean, he's a goblin. He's a pesky
I mean-
goblin.
Isn't there rules for shooting while engaged? I feel we asked this every time.
Honestly, I feel like we kind of couldn't find a entirely clear answer.
That's what it was, wasn't it? We couldn't
I
find
kind of just went for
anything.
opportunity attack.
Yes, looks like there's no issues with shooting out of combat, but you do get hit with anyone that's. Well, yeah, leaves you open to opportunity attack.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
so the small goblin's probably going to have a chance to smack him with his, like, how dare you ignore me? Smacks him in, like, the abdomen.
I'm cool with that.
Well, he's just been called Clank in my head, so that's fine.
You could just walk straight towards them over this one.
Right, so I've got to shoot this guy here.
Okay, yeah.
Attacks, please. Laser rifle azimuth. No, I don't have full attack. Very much. Super.
Pow.
Zero.
Oh my god.
Oh
We're
my
doing
god, so these
great.
bad rolls.
These are level 3, right?
That's a bad miss.
Yeah, I
Wow.
rolled a 4.
Like-
a 4.
Okay, so the swirling portal, big purpley tendrils wrap round, get hit by a laser blast, and the two goblins, like that bead of sweat, you know, inside the fishbowl of the goblins. You know, spacesuit. It's
I
just,
love their helmets.
they're so good. They are so good. I love the tape over them. So yeah. Zora, anything else?
Swift action, no.
Cool, I'm going to have a wee attack at you because you did something in my threat range, and I think we agreed I could do that. So,
Yes.
nope, yep, clank, Clank, clank,
That's
shoot.
what I thought.
Yep.
That's. I was willing to take that risk. Like, I'm not bothered with this guy. I probably looked at that wee guy and just snigger.
Yeah, like I think you you just like pull out your gun. He like braces himself with his like cleaver in one hand, his pistol in the other. Looks at you, grits his teeth, narrows his eyes, and then you just like you don't even look at him. You just like lift your gun,
No.
shoot.
Bebop.
Again, I'm
Nico.
fine.
You gone boopy.
Nope, totally fine.
Boop. It's quite nice. It's quite beautiful. I prefer the sound of his voice, but
If you do, is everyone boot? Olka.
Yes.
Olka.
So remember, now that everyone's back, remember, I can still hear all of you. So you start talking over the audio that everyone at home still gets to hear. Which is why I was like, stop. But in caps, because caps lock was on. So
See if that happens again. Try changing the server location because that tends to fix it.
I mean, you tried changing chop. So also, Olka, that was lovely. I managed before this to hear that you preferred the sound of me over roboticness. So thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you. Excellent.
That's my nice moment of the day. I am going to be a horrible bitch from this point
I'm
onwards.
just glad it was on me. Yeah, thank you. That's nice.
I haven't called anyone a bitch yet in this game.
Give him time.
I've never.
Yet.
I'm-
First time.
There is.
yeah.
I've never.
I can't speak.
It's fine. Meanwhile, back in Zora's turn. Was that
The
everything?
Legion of Doom. Yes.
Cool. Let us move on. Right, so the guy that's just had a near miss is gonna have a look. Again, turns his head back from where the laser blast hit, looks across, sees that his little buddy is obviously, what do you call him? Clank's here, and having a go at you guys. So he's just gonna like pull up his gun, try the same thing again. Hope that I'm not super robotic already.
Nope.
Good.
Good. Hit a full
You'd
attack.
know if you were, because we'd
Yeah,
start
we'll-
shouting.
Yeah, probably, that's fine. And boom!
Ow.
Hitting a miss, or is that 2 hits?
Hitting a miss. Hitting a
Yes,
miss.
never
Take 1
miss.
damage.
Cool. Yep. Hit and a
That
miss.
was
Take your damages.
I will grunt once more.
So
So, like,
little reference that the cool kids will have understood.
Oh yeah, totally. Right.
Come on, yeah, but like I'll probably get some bruises here.
Yeah, like so. Have we passed your? No, we've not passed your stamina yet, have we? So.
Oh, I don't win there. I'm 17, 16 still, 16 stamina.
That's a lot of stamina.
So yeah, like the first one, he turns round, gun like hand still pointed like at you after he was looking away up to the right for where the laser blast missed him, and then he just like pulls the trigger. The first one hits, and then he kind of like smirks, turns his gun sideways, pulls the trigger again, and it misses, because he was trying to show off. The other person, Mr. Goblin, he's gonna have a go at Emmelyn, and also
That's kind of hot. Yeah.
where are we here? Where is the buttons I need to push? Are you the buttons I need to push? Meh, it's fine. That was my own fault. Yeah, that was the wrong attack. That's fine. I shot you with the wrong person, so I'm going to do that attack again. Sorry, Zora. Sorry. Shot you with the wrong person. This should have been the attack. It's basically
Oh, I should have put my armor on.
it's
Damn it.
basically the same thing,
That's
only
it. More damage.
like
Oh.
3 more damage. That's it. So that was my bad. I pushed the wrong goddamn card to shoot because they're all white and you know how it goes. Anyway.
Wow. Just
Yeah.
because they're all white.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. This is against Olka. That one. From Mr. Goblin.
The 17 and the 13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are they both hits?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Also, did you edit your health, by the way? Or are
Yes. My stamina, yeah.
you doing it on the game manager? Sorry, is that where you're doing it?
I am doing it on the game manager, yes.
Because I gotta say, if you do it on the token, everybody can see the bars. I think.
Okay.
I think everybody can see the bars.
I
Well,
see not the bars for some reason.
I can see the bars.
My bar.
I can see only my bars.
Let me.
I mean, you can only see your own bar.
let's fix
I
that.
don't think we solved this.
No, I'm just gonna do it just now.
I think we did,
I'm
but
just gonna literally fix it all just now because here you go. Right,
thank you.
there you go.
Cool.
It makes it more dramatic if everybody can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. If my EAC is 13 and he rolled a 13.
It matches and hits. Yeah, it needs to
Yeah.
match.
Okay.
See it in your
Great dramatic.
It's about 50 would have helped.
right. So the green was stamina, red was health, and blue was resolve. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. So see if you just type in like minus and the number into the circle, it'll do it all for you. So if you took 5 damage, type in to click on the green thing, type -5, hit enter, should update everything or whatever your numbers are that you need to do.
Okay.
But just
I think I was hit by 4 earlier as well.
it should be fine.
And then by 6.
Oh no.
So.
Did you work out the overflow, if there was any,
No,
or is that exactly
wasn't.
15?
that's exactly 15.
Oh well, that's not bad. You've not actually been injured yet. You're fine. You're good.
Yet.
You're cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
You're cool.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Ooh.
That's that dude done. Right, Clank's gonna go. And well, I think we all know exactly what Clank's gonna do. Because he's, well,
He's a little bit crazy in the head.
he's exactly what he is. You know.
I am who I am.
Yeah. Right.
As God said.
Sure. Where's the bit I'm looking for? Right.
It's not a perfect translation.
Yeah. That's the wrong button. This is the button. He's just gonna stand there and go ham. Does he actually hit you, Zora?
Hammer.
He hits me with 3
KAC?
damage.
KAC?
Yeah, he hits me with 3 damage.
Cool.
The second one misses up.
Cool. And then our faraway boys. This one's gonna go for Emmelyn.
Who knew?
We're sure it's not small. Sorry.
Let's
Get
see.
beaten down by goblins. No.
It happens to the best of us.
I know it does.
And
Gonna.
Wow.
He's gonna just. He's gonna duck down in here because he's crazy. He's gonna duck down in there.
Duck,
And
dive,
then
dodge,
he's
and
gonna-
dodge.
Gonna shoot Emmelyn. Pip.
Hmm.
He misses because he was so excited. He probably tripped on the couch at the last part and. Because, goddamn it, probably like rolls over on the fishbowl bit until his legs hit the ground on the other side again.
Goblins, I mean, that's what they do. They shit things up.
And then we have, where are we? Bup. So he's gonna go for Zora. He's not gonna move because he just watched his mate deck it. So he's just gonna.
Just
hit.
realised that this was treacherously
But-
squeaky.
Miss.
He's just shooting wildly. Also, he's wrecked on spin. So
Just swinging the spin, man. We'll fly.
also when I had a choice of bar icons to put in, I saw this one and went, yup. It was originally just one of those counter side bar things. where
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
you know,
nice.
but now it's a full
It
bar.
feels thematically fitting, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's them. Emmelyn. God, they're so useless, aren't they?
Goblins and fucking up. Name a more iconic duo.
So I'm gonna try to daze one of them
Okay.
because I can, I suppose.
And again, back
That's
on
a good
the.
reason.
If you try and cast a spell while engaged, are you subject to attacks? Is that a thing? Because I feel like it's the exact same as when Zora tried.
I
I think the answer is depends on the spell.
It
casting a
doesn't-
spell, unless the spell says otherwise, yes. If you check the quick reference rule sheet that I put in the
Yeah.
party hub, it describes this.
Okay, let's have a quick nosy at days. It's like page 3 something, right? 366
I
maybe.
can tell you because I've got it.
Awesome.
I had it written down, but I need to open the sheet. It's not loading.
Oh my god.
This was part of my.
347. 347.
Excellent.
Wow, he was close. He was so close.
I'm actually on the page now as well. As soon as you said 347, I hit the page. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything.
So it means you will take it if it doesn't say anything, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
because it would say it would not provoke an attack. That's fine. It depends who you're hitting though, because I think if you hit the guy in melee, so if you hit Clank, I think you're okay, right? Is that right?
Is that out? Oh.
I don't
this
think
is the
so.
thing, I
'Cause
didn't
you've
read
got,
much
you've
of
got to take
spellcasting.
that second to cast the spell.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Well, we'll find
like
out.
I think it's kind of akin to what it works like in 13th.
Don't actually recall any time that ever came up in 13th. Weirdly.
Basically, unless your spell was one of the type that doesn't take the attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, close quarter
take
spell.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it makes more sense now. I was just trying to play like every single time a spell had ever been cast and somebody be melee. I'm like, did that ever happen?
Yes, it did.
Right, you could sidestep back, right? Isn't that a thing she could do?
Mm-hmm.
And cast daze.
Like a guarded step.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so you could try that.
So can I take a step back and then
So
do my spell?
the action specifically is
It's
guarded step.
Yes.
Yeah.
You carefully
Yep.
step 5 feet as a move action. So
Yeah.
you can like move 5 feet as a move action, but you don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
So basically, you can move a square without
Very
getting
good.
smacked by a cleaver.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna check the range on this
Yep,
spell because
I think it'll be 30 feet probably.
it is indeed 30 feet. So 30 feet is not very far from where I am right now.
The measuring tool is the circle with the comb in it.
Oh, thank you. I was looking for that.
Perfect, though, if you did. But then keep in mind, where to measure from where you'd move to, you cannot go to that square, Alex.
No?
No, because it is it's the door of the elevator.
Sorry, I forgot she was physical.
Physical.
What about this one?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you could go there.
Okay.
So you could guard the step over one.
I am doing that. Do you want me to type it or
That's fine. I think we know that. That seems reasonable.
too late? I did it.
Oh no!
Too much
And-
information.
She did the thing.
Standard. I am casting daze on that person thing.
Is
This thing did the thing.
It's not meant to do it as an attack, I don't think.
No, that's okay. I hadn't got to make a roll, don't I? So will save negates. Spell resistance matters. Your spell penetration's 13. I don't think these guys have any resistance at all. That dude has 0 spell resistance. But I can make a
Yes,
will
that is-
save.
It says DC 12, but the spell penetration 13. Oh no, DC 12. Yep.
So is it DC 12? It's DC 12, right?
It's DC. It's 10 plus spell
Doesn't
level
matter.
plus
Let's
charisma.
go. Oh yeah, he's done.
So it's 13.
Alright, so he's dazed.
I don't know why your DC's calculated wrong there.
Well, it's going to be higher than 7, right? So
Yes.
Yes, but
so you can work that out in the background for me, and we'll move on. I think that was the dazed icon. That'll do it. Oh no, my brain. So yeah, he has indeed been.
so you can't take any actions.
Yeah, he's broken. Yeah.
Including attacks of opportunity. Go wild.
Where are we? And where are we? This one will do. And. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, so
There-
pretty.
Our wonderful high budget effects. Anything else, Emmelyn? So that was your move, your standard.
That's all I can do.
That's you. Cool.
I believe.
I believe. Right.
I believe.
Zora?
I believe.
I believe in you. I believe,
You believe in God.
I believe in good.
I believe in miracles.
I
So
believe.
like
Sorry.
I believe in a thing called love.
I believe in a better world. For me.
Oh yeah.
It's like an emergency call button or something
Yeah.
on the
I
lift.
believe you should be.
Why, you want to
press
just shut
Like
the
an alarm
doors?
or something. Like an alarm or something, you know, like or something. Like I don't know.
I mean, there's the emergency stop button. Yeah.
Does that just call the space mechanic?
Now what happens is you hit that button, and then you, Emmelyn, and Clank have a bonding moment, like an enemy mine episode in the elevator, while waiting the 4 hours for maintenance to get to you. But then you might
You
lose.
use the 4 hours in the elevator to train up and
Clank.
learn your
Recruit Clank. He could.
Oh, can we adopt him?
He could ride in Alice. He could actually be in the suit. Oh, it'd be so good.
This is a horrifying thought.
This is deeply problematic.
Yes, it is.
So anyway,
This is très problematic.
I would say though that they probably would drag Edgar through the portal by that point.
I mean, do I really care about him that much? I'm joking.
You gotta accept losses sometimes.
I mean, see, but still, you guys were due 50 grand, right?
I look at Emmelyn, I look at Edgar, I look at Emmelyn, I look at Edgar, and I'm like, Emmelyn's really
Door close button.
See you, Edgar.
It's the Kill Bill like anger music that kicks in with the eye zoom, and it zooms into your eyes, looks over to Ellen's eyes, looks over to like a goblin's eyes who's staring at off camera, looks back at the door closed sign, and then Zora just shrugs.
I won't do it yet, right? But it's an emergency. It's like that. That could be a tactic if shit really does hit the fan.
I like that.
Scene
If things become an emergency, I will do that.
Yeah.
Not that we're being shot at by a bunch of goblins.
Goblins are shit. This has been established. Like, I love them. They're great.
I have
They're
no
shit.
stamina.
I mean, it's up to
Not that
Emmelyn,
shit.
right? It's
They are.
actually up to you, Olka, if you would like me to actually do that idea. And
No.
I don't know if this like,
Combat.
cheating.
What would Zora do? What would Zora do in
Right,
combat? Would you stop and turn to
Shoot,
Olka
shoot.
or
Yeah.
Emmelyn? Like,
You
yeah.
shoot.
Zora would kill them all.
All close to your
Zora just football kicks Clank into one of the goblins. Into Edgar, in fact.
Straight away.
Right, cool. You've attuned. Good.
Right, okay.
So the elevator starts to, like, the weight limit maybe starts to flicker.
Right, now I'm wondering if I should just deal with Clank here. Nah, Clank's in.
You're like, what the hell has Clank done? Right.
like exactly. Who the hell cares about Clank?
Right.
This cunt's
We've got
goblin spin.
Spinner,
This guy doesn't have legs.
Clank, Trip, Mrs. Goblin, Mr. Goblin. There you go.
Mr. Goblin's gonna shot it. I'm shooting at Mr. Goblin.
Ah,
This time it's gonna be a full attack at Mr. Goblin.
this has been quite a session already.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Mr. Goblin.
Quite a fucking sesh!
I'm probably gonna miss both of these hits, but I'm gonna try anyway. Yep, I missed probably.
Oh my god, why?
Why?
Truly, the
Outrageous.
world is a vampire.
What is these terrible rolls today? Like,
That is shocking.
Oh my god.
that's-
Can you just be marking off ammo, please, guys, as well? Like, that's a thing.
yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm at 14 ammo right now.
Yeah, cool. But honestly, are we, like, I expected the goblins to be crap against you guys, right? I did not expect you to be crap against the goblins. I expected Zora to walk in and just, like, wade through them, not really noticing. And Emmelyn's like, Zora? And he goes, oh yeah, okay.
He hasn't done
You
leave
never-
his bankai yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might want to go Doshko here, you know? Just
Well,
baseball
at the
swing.
At the very least, unleash your shit.
Do you want to know? Have I still got a swift, or does that get used up with a full attack as well?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'll need to find that out. I'm on the page right now, so I should
Also, important question: do you think he would be a permanent release type? He feels like a permanent release.
Zora? I think you'd think they were a permanent release, but it's actually only ever their Shikai that's released. And you think it's their Bankai, and
you
then
can't
they go
have
Bankai.
Are there
Can't
permanent
possibly.
release bankais?
I mean, Zora. Eventually.
This is type people at home. I am just so on topic today, right? Oh, just unbelievable.
Alright, so Zora, what did you work out? What was the mat?
It uses up swift as well, so it's my turn done.
Cool.
I'm never doing a full attack again.
Right,
I'll never
so
do a full attack.
we'll... I think we fade out there, right? And what we do is we fade over to whatever the hell the rest of the people are doing. So,
Hey,
yeah, what's Zigg and Nick's up to?
We're going to go and learn us some books.
we're gonna book us some learns.
Because
Not poems and rubbish.
So, Lyko, what are you up to?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Lyko, what about you? What are you up
So
to?
I'd gone off with my contact. Who's my contact?
So the way it happened is you'd on the ship in the last session you had wrapped up a communication to go and have the meeting with everybody as Emmelyn then went, by the way, I have Hedgar. Then fast forward to now where your communicator bleeps and you kind of look at it as they two are probably bickering about whatever the hell they're bickering about, and then you just kind of look up and shrug and just walk off. So you tell me, who did you phone? Who got back to you?
That's excellent. I think it would have to be someone probably connected with the stewards. I
Okay,
mentioned that I thought he would have worked with the church. With
Was it
Banner
Glenn?
Court through.
Is that what we called that guy? Remember there was the guy that investigated the limo crash? And I was like, what's his name? And did we call him something
I'm
stupid
not
like Glenn?
remembering. I think we may have done. We certainly didn't.
Absolute terrible name, yeah. But yeah, it's Karen. You tell me.
It could be someone else. Let's say it's someone else.
I'll get your name, right? I'll roll a random name for you, right?
Cool.
Male or female? You tell me that first.
Okay, female. There we go.
Right,
The
okay.
only associated characters with them so far have been male, so let's diversify.
Right, so male, human, or will we go a bit more exotic? And by that I mean whatever the
Wow.
D&D generator will give me.
Yeah,
So,
roll away.
Let's see.
Humanoid.
Let's go with controversially. Yeah, let's go for this. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh my god. So this one is definitely what it is because I cannot say the last name, and that feels like the way this
Feels
game.
right.
Yeah. It is one of the. So it was in the stewards. It is the only drow in the stewards based on the random roll it gave me. And I think I'll
Nice.
keep it. Yep. And
I like
name, so drow steward officer.
Is it
it's-
just?
Imagine that was it. And then I just rage quit out of the game, never to be seen again. And this was a challenge this session for Roll20 alone. That is the name it gave me, which was Shakos, and then
Elpraf.
Elpraf.
Oh,
So Officer
we all
Elpraf.
pronounce it differently, I think.
Yeah.
Slightly. But
Yep, good luck, guys. I could have rolled again and got Glaneth, but no, that's what we've got. Shakos.
Elpraf.
Shall I
That's
go?
like a cough
Yeah.
or a sneeze.
Okay, so I've accepted the message that has been returned to me by Shakos Elf.
But maybe that's the thing as well. Like it's
I
like a drow family name, and nobody in the stewards likes trying to pronounce it because every single person says it differently, and it's probably spelt like Capra, or like pronounced Capra, but nobody says it that way, and she's been passed up for all advancement, despite how long she's been in the stewards.
It's honestly just terribly discriminatory, really, and
Yeah.
not
It's
impressed.
like good record as well, like not incredible, not like Sherlock Holmes levels of genius or anything, but definitely like somebody you would be like, you are a excellent, competent officer, well done, but for some reason doesn't seem to go anywhere.
Shocking. And we worked together in a case involving a Badger Corp.
Sure, yeah.
Perhaps they had.
That's not a Badger Corp as in someone worse than Aspis. What he means is
Bad-
Abadar Corp, yeah.
Badger, isn't it?
I'll be honest, I heard a Badger Corp.
A Badger
I
Corp,
won't
yeah.
play that game.
Abadar Corp.
Abadar Corp, yeah.
Now they might turn stewards in the case of sort of.
They probably
industrial
handle the steward
subterfuge.
pension, let's face it,
I mean, I'm sure they have probably quite close ties.
Mhm.
And likely would be quite happy to work with the stewards.
Mhm.
So, in this instance, I think the reason that this person would be relevant would be because we had worked together in perhaps investigating some sort of suspected industrial espionage against a Badger Corp, which of course would be taken very seriously with the stewards because
It's
they
so
are
weird
the
hearing
banks.
Abadar. It's Like in my head, I would say Abadar. So it's so
Abdar.
weird. Yeah, Abadar. But you say it how you do. I like that because it's exactly what we were talking about poor Shakos. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think as is my want, I would meet Shakos at a bar.
Abadar? What?
Shut up. Yes. No,
Right. So
I
is
come from-
it a steward's bar though? Because that.
Yes, it
Yeah.
would be an establishment frequented by stewards.
Right now, do you get in, or do you need to do that awkward bouncer conversation to get in? How is that?
Well, as we approach, the bouncer is, let's not generate like something for them. Let's just have the bouncer be something burly.
Okay, like a showbad or something.
Ooh.
Which ones are they?
They're the ones from Makaton, the kind
Yes,
of big giant ones.
forearms.
Oh, they're the face guys. The ones that
Yeah.
changed between settings for some
yes,
inexplicable
yes.
reason.
This guy's called Gothak, and it's Gauthak.
Oh, Gothak. That's quite a name.
That's what the generic gave me.
Nice. And yeah, I think as they approach, he gives Shaka sort of a nod, and then the inverse of a nod, a sort of chin wag towards me, not
Yeah,
speaking.
like hello,
Like
over here.
who's
Yeah.
this one? Yeah. And of course you'll explain that he like being Lyko. Lyko is a well-established contact with the stewards. Because Lyko doesn't necessarily like it to be known to everyone that he was one, unless he finds it useful.
Yeah.
Now the question is, do I get in immediately, or should I roll for that, perhaps?
Oh, we definitely roll for that. Let's face
I
it.
think that'd be,
Yeah.
I think that'd be more interesting, wouldn't it? So,
Also,
let's
the
see.
bar is called the Thoughtful Fox.
Thoughtful Fox.
That is exactly what it's
Nice.
called.
What shall I roll to try and work my way in? Culture?
Sense motive. Yeah, culture.
Sense motive? My
Like,
culture and sense
It
motive
depends.
are
In
both
fact,
equally
diplomacy.
good. Oh my.
There you go.
Okay. Talking to said bouncer.
Also, if you guys want a document to edit in the journal, like just a text file for the journal in here, let me know. For whatever
Oh,
you
no.
need it for. Because I would happily have it where you can then put in things like, oh, Lykos knows somebody called Shakos, Elprahavadrada, and they're a drow steward who's a woman. And then you could have Gothak, the bouncer on the door of the steward's bar called the Thoughtful Fox.
I have accidentally used a bit of obscure common phrasing that sounds extremely vulgar
Yeah.
in their language.
Yeah, you've went to say something like, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" You know, in that kind of casual walking past kind of way, but instead you've said something super offensive to the showbad.
About his ancestry.
Yeah, like you're from some kind of what was it like some
Your world is a toilet.
your
upon
world is a
which the
toilet,
gods
He's not
are
wrong.
pissed.
and your honor is lacking.
Yes. So
Yeah,
my hovercraft is full of eels.
but yeah, whatever it is, you essentially insult them. They kind of like grumble because maybe this is just the last time maybe they're fed up of people looking down on them, even though they have to look up on them. And
Yeah, they probably get a lot of shit.
yeah, so yeah, maybe they're not so happy. So they just kind of do that kind of grunt and then put their hand across the kind of the entryway and go badge.
Oof.
And you can see he's taking the measure of you. You know, like he's clearly kind of taking you in because you look a bit odd.
Yeah, I haven't made any effort to sort of feign
I mean,
liveliness,
you look like you
so-
crawled out of a TV screen. Let's face it. So
That's a good way to put it. The book's better. The book's better. People. Anyway, okay. Has he let sort of Shakos in already?
yeah, I'd say they've penned you. Like they penned you. Yeah, that'll do. They've penned you, and they've already said. I think I meant PM'd, but that's fine. They've PM'd you on your thing to say here's where I am. I think maybe the initial conversation when you like message him goes, I'm in the middle of something just now. I'll be here. Like, you know, like I'm off duty soon. I'll catch you then. I'll let you know as soon as I'm off duty. And then your ping on your wrist communicator was, I'm in the Thoughtful Thoughts. That was it.
Okay. I'm trying to think what would I use to try and convince him? Because obviously I don't have evidence of my former employment with me. It's not something I would generally ever
but
have.
do you do that thing where you start patting yourself down, like pantomime-esque, being like, "Ooh, I had it on me."
Yeah, he does. And sorry, as he does that, he's muttering. You know, he's not like just going, "Oh no, I don't." He's saying, "Yeah, I'm a, farmer. I don't always have it."
And I think you can see inside as well. Like you can see over, like maybe round this guy, maybe not over him, but like round him, you can probably see like Shaka's kind of laughing into her drink. Because this is probably not the first time this has happened. Let's face it. You and Doors actually are just terrible to be honest.
Yes, they are, which is really irritating for.
Which is hilarious because you used to work as a bouncer. So
Well, in that case,
yeah.
I maybe try and relate to him as a former bouncer myself.
How you doing that? You talk me through this. You go for it.
Okay. That's a good question. How am I going to do this? I suppose I could start off with talking about like my appearance, I guess. So you'll say something like I get this is probably not your usual customer around here. I get it. Being cautious. You don't want to be the guy that let someone questionable into a steward bar. That's I know what you're coming from. You know, it's. I don't.
You can actually
I don't take
like
any
just
offense.
you can hear her laughing from inside now over like the din of music as well.
I got a message from Shaka. You know her. She's you know.
And like he's kind of like his eyes have like kind of narrowed a bit as like you've been rambling, and then like you say Chaka and his eyes open a bit, and he kind of like slowly nods as if I know that name, and then is still a bit confused at the verbal vomit coming his way.
Yeah. So I'll probably continue rambling in that vein for like a second or two. And,
Yeah, and I think like as you do, like you realise that maybe you're rambling to try and buy your brain time to come up with something.
Yeah, that's entirely what I'm doing. IRL.
Yeah, I was gonna say life imitating art and art imitating life, and I think at this point, Chaka has got up off her seat, has slowly walked forward. She's in there, kind of in the kind of like the undersuit that would be under the armor of the stewards, and she's walking towards the door, and she kind of just leans against the frame of the door with her glass in her hand, and is still just listening. Waiting to see at what point you like basically what you do next as you're rambling.
I notice her arrival, of course, and I sort of theatrically look past the matter, like in a manner that's obviously intended to let him know that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I
almost
sort of
like indicating that she's now there. Yeah.
And I say to her, that's not entirely helpful. Can you vouch for me?
She like mid swig of her drink kind of snorts into it a little, and then she kind of just like slowly pats Gothak on the I guess like one of his biceps. I guess I put you guys a picture in general text for use of a showbad. But yeah, the the thing just kind of like looks over at her and looks at you and kind of looks over at her with that kind of really expression on his face. And then she kind of looks at him, she kind of like smirks, downs the last of her drink, and she goes, maybe next time, big guy. And then just like kind of pats him on the arm again. And then she like does her nod as if, and you get at the door for you, and you head inside. At that point, we'll fade over to Zigg and next 5.
Yes.
Hi.
What's happening? Where are yous? What are yous up to? Talk me through the madness.
We were going to go to the Law Spire,
Mhm.
I think it was. If we can get access to that. Don't know what the rules are there.
I mean,
We
yeah.
can just rock up.
You can always go visit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go and ask them some questions for
Yeah,
some
we'll go
information.
ask them some stuff.
Right. Cool. Yeah. So you travel. You decide. You just wrote off Lyko. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because he was kind of our face. Like we're not brave enough to actually. Well, I don't know about next 5, but I'm not brave enough to go up without this sort of
What I love those in like the background is like Lyko wanders off through the crowd. You guys just go, let's go this way instead. Instead of going to Abadar,
Yeah.
which is right in front of you, he buggers off towards a dive bar. You just
Yeah,
go
I quite like
off
that
to the
we're, like-
right towards like the
Abadar's
Lore
like
Spire.
right there.
Yeah, you bugger off to Lore Spire, and in the distance, through the window that we know is Edgar's window, you just see all these laser flashes from the top of the Aspis building.
I
love it.
imagine that's normal for Aspis.
I mean, people don't really look at Aspis Corp because then you probably owe them money. So, yeah, what's talk me through it. Are you going to discuss your plan on the way there? Or do you just want to just be there and we'll deal with you being there? Like, you talk to me.
I think I don't know if Zigg has any particular thoughts. Nyx probably knows what questions he wants to ask, and that's it for him. He's just walking.
I think Zigg's kind of at the mercy of where next 5 goes.
No, you could ratatouille this thing, right?
I mean,
Just
oh,
pull.
maybe is that an option? Can I roll for that?
You've got hair, right? That's, 5.
I don't think that was actually established.
I have no idea. Yeah, I mean,
I
I did give Old Man Guns like a copper wire frayed beard, so I mean, I have no issue with that.
don't actually think Nyx has hair.
yeah,
think
like I
at
don't.
some point-
I don't remember.
He probably did once in one of his previous lives, and
Never again.
it did not survive. He went through a phase.
Hmm.
Nyx 3 had a ponytail.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
That was his. Was that his gap year?
Yeah, that's when he went all radical.
Oh dear.
Joined the AAF.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Let's see.
No,
what
yeah,
happens.
I'm just following X5.
Cool. Yeah, I think we'll just
On
we'll just
their shoulder.
we'll just fast forward till you're at the Lore Spire complex then. So, as you can imagine, big spire, looks really shiny and technological, probably really sci-fi looking, like loads of concept art when you type in futuristic city. And yeah, it's probably ran by like a series of kind of like, monks of the intellect type people, and
there a
general
reception?
scholars. What's that?
It says there were a reception desk. need
No,
to go
like
through?
it's a massive kind of cavernous kind of entranceway. It's almost like the base of the like Lore Spire itself is a bit like if someone had like maybe like put a piece of paper on the ground and then pushed in the corners with like,
Mhm.
their hands, so it all kind of looks like one big roof that's got space to walk under. It's a big, huge, silvery, shiny, very like modern art-esque building, by the looks of it.
Mm.
And it's all open. It all seems to be open anyway.
Ah.
Yeah, that DM word in there, seems.
I think kind of next I will just take stock of what's around and head towards whether there's a terminal or something. Or
Okay, like you look around, like you can decide in a moment if you've ever been here or not before, but there is just attendants in like really kind of plain but very kind of like clinical looking white robes. Just not tight fitting, but if you went to like a spa, and you'd expect all the kind of almost orderlies of the spa, and that's a terrible phrasing, but yeah, like you've got kind of attendants like that, just randomly like greeting people or standing randomly around the place. Most of them seem to be Android as well.
Yep.
Not all of them are Android though, but most seem to be.
I think actually next 5 would head towards one of the androids.
Okay.
And
So like as you approach, like the kind of red LEDs of its eyes kind of like turn, they blink once, and then like it's almost as if the blinking was like taking, in that kind of very deliberate, we've described Nick's doing it before, deliberate blink, and then just the facial kind of like movements into a smile. Looks pretty practiced, you could probably tell that. And you hear the android say, "Welcome, knowledge seeker. How may I help you?"
I think Nix 5 has probably been here before on
yeah.
various research missions. So I'm being a little bit awkward. Skip over all the pleasantries and just say, we're looking for information about the void.
It blinks once.
And teleportation.
Blinks once. And then just kind of
And
stands there. Yep.
relationship between souls and technology. But that's for me.
At that one, it cocks its head to the side. At the last request. It doesn't blink that time. It goes, and then it puts its hand out kind of to the side as if gesturing to the side, and then a kind of hollow display thing, kind of like a kind of very tall, slender rectangle, kind of appears a bit like a, like maybe 1.5 meters long mirror that you'd buy in a hall, for a hall, sorry. It's a very kind of slender, like 1/2 foot wide, and like a holographic display thingy appears there. And you recall this from being here before, but to access the Lower Spire records, it requires a donation. It's a very expensive donation to get access for a day.
Yeah.
There's no other, like there's no smaller, it's basically like a solar rotation, as it would be called.
I imagine Nix 5, when he's been here before, has probably been on contract with someone else
Probably,
with
yeah.
an expense budget.
Like, you just got to go in because you were allowed to be there and expected to be there. Now you're realising, this is why there weren't, like, this is why everybody doesn't just come here instead of using the space internet, This is why Conspiracy Craig probably doesn't have hosting space here, unlike on the space internet. Oh, that kind of worked out, all things considered.
Yeah, that's great.
See, we don't need to work within the system.
We are the system.
Take that to the skills. Anyway. So yeah. So next, what's like? You're obviously dealing with this. What's Zigg doing while all this is happening?
I don't think Zigg has been here.
Yeah, cool. That makes sense. Yeah.
So everything that's going on, he's just like kind of wide-eyed and just trying to take everything in.
Yeah.
But
and there is a fair amount of people here, right? Like it's
yeah,
equivalent of like a busy shopping mall type idea, That's
It
for
would
our
be
American
like-
audience, of course.
yes, it'd be the equivalent of taking a 5-year-old who's only lived where I live right now and dumped them in New York City,
Yeah.
and just had them like just sit there and going,
So
"What is
illegal."
this?" So yeah, he's just trying to take everything in whilst like not understanding a thing that's actually going on.
Yeah.
So he's pretending to kind of like feel like that he looks like that he's fitting in a little bit
On the
whilst
back of
touching
Nick's.
to Nick's 5's back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was stuck on his back.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can see as well, like the holographic display thing pops up, and it is just a case of, a whole bunch of like flowery writing in the sense of, we here at the, the beacon of light and enlightenment and inspiration, the Lower Spire denizens welcome, anything to lighten, the footsteps on the path dot dot dot. Basically, it means please give us your money.
I don't think Zigg understands what that means.
Yeah, I mean you could not
It's
know
just-
what that means as well, but I
No,
mean
I
like your monastery probably does accept donations, right? So
Oh yeah,
people are
it
probably
says donations.
yeah, it probably says we'll
Thank
talk
you
to
for
you
your
about space
generosity.
if you give us money.
Are there options for credit?
Well, everything's credits really, so.
Could we pay later?
I mean, are you asking the android this,
Yes.
or are you asking me
Yes.
this? So,
I'm just asking the android.
okay, so are you just saying it in that exact way?
Exactly like that.
And then the hand goes down, the kind of window of light disappears, and they kind of just turn to you and goes, unfortunately, access will be denied until a suitable donation has been received. Is there anything I can help you with today?
Have you said anything about donation?
They need a donation before the letters have access. There's probably wants to see.
Say that again, sorry.
Whether we
You're,
put-
you're a bit roboty for
Oh.
Yeah, you
no.
wrote appropriately enough.
Your robot.
Rubit!
Am I settling?
Ah, you're good.
Yeah, you're settled.
Yep. I just went quiet for a moment. Yes. Now, I know I'm not the face of the party. And lying is not my strong point.
Don't do it.
I don't know, I think you did okay in the,
Yeah.
the old escape negotiation scene if we just flash back to that trash fire.
Minutes and seconds.
Minutes and seconds. What does that mean? Yes.
Yes. Could we put it on Edgar's account?
I mean, how would you have his details, right? Are you just gonna like forge like Edgar's name in here because you need to put in your credit account, so you don't really have his sort code and account number, you know?
Just send him the invoice, the paper invoice. It works like that, right?
Because this place does invoices like that. I like your thinking, but it might need a bit more work and maybe a bit more tinfoil.
Could I? Oh, I've got tinfoil. Hold on.
Well,
I'm carrying
I
it.
was gonna say you got like what 4 more in your pouch or something. Like
I've still got 4 more.
just ridiculous.
Oh, they're on the ship. Never mind.
Oh well. Could always go back to the ship, see what Alice has done to it.
Oh God, no.
Just keep leaving her.
If I transfer next 5 all my money and then just use my credit thing and then like it won't it won't bounce straight away. There's like a 3-day waiting period for it to actually come out.
Why not
like
just
when you
use
use
your money?
contactless? Why would I use my money? I
Also,
don't
that's
use
not
money.
that's not the same anymore, by the way, unless Stornoway is still in the past. But as of October in 2000 and maybe 16, maybe 17, I think 16, contactless transactions go straight away now.
It still usually takes a day for mine.
Your money must be heavier.
My money is heavier.
So,
We have to
All those
adjust
5p's.
It's because they have heavy electricity up there.
No, the soft electricity like we have here, refined
Yeah.
electricity,
Yeah.
caster electricity.
It's like the water, you know.
That's what I was going. Yeah, also sugar. But yeah. Anyway,
can we
Honey,
see?
honey.
Can we see where people who have paid are they like being walked through anyway?
like imagine it like just a big open, almost like bus terminal. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and then occasionally like people approach these people. Windows appear, they donate, and then they wander off. But like, there's
Yeah.
too much of a kind of coming and going crowd within the central part that you don't really see where these people go.
I don't really know if we're going to get any further here, Zigg.
I love that. We couldn't possibly part with our money. Not for access to the library, and none of us have a library card.
I mean, I currently don't have much money at all.
Whose fault's that, mister? Let's go buy things. Makes sense,
All the
right?
things.
I mean,
How
Alice
much
is
is
probably
a sizable donation? Let's like.
roll culture.
No, right.
Is that just Zigg?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I spell culture right? I don't
That's
even
fine.
know.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that is
matter.
culture.
Culture.
Oh, cool. Look how culturist this I am. Character sheet. Where's my character sheet?
Shakos.
Can't read. Oh, there we go. Waha!
I'd say you probably like 500 credits is probably like.
Oh hell! I'll give them
like,
500 credits.
It's
Why not?
probably what they expect as a donation. Like it's not.
We can
It's not insignificant, but it is like. It's a. This is like an elite knowledge finding experience, right?
Mhm.
So you pay 500, and it doesn't matter if you only spend 5 minutes looking up the spelling of chrysanthemum. You know, it's it like
Yeah.
that you paid, and you have a day's access.
I mean, I can split that as well. I'll put 250 in for that.
Oh, okay.
I love elite knowledge finding experience.
Do you like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably has it in like space Latin across the entry arch. You know. But then
This
it's obviously
isn't
an,
just any library.
it's got
This
an
is elite
asterisk.
knowledge finding.
It's got an asterisk after it that says donation required. Donatas requirement.
That feels like a physical manifestation of Wikipedia, like future Wikipedia, where it's like an actual place. you
Stop
go
reading
to.
my GM notes.
We are going to
Spacepedia.
go in and ruin the citations.
Turns out you pay that 500 credit access fee and you actually get admin privilege to all of the lore spire. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, we've done that. So these are both doing 250 each, yeah?
Yep.
Is someone sending someone the money, or are you doing literally 2 individual donations of 250?
I think I would actually just give Nix my
250?
datapad.
Yeah, so you know how much is a decent amount, so what do you say to Nix, or what do you do, or because only you know
I
that.
think I'd do that thing when he turns around and says, "I don't think we're going to get anywhere here." I would look at quickly do my online banking, to have a quick look at how much money he's got, and be like,
The thing is, Nick's already
And
knew
look
you were
at the
doing this
Android.
because you're actually your arms are around his neck, holding your datapad in front of his face, so you can
I've
see
got
it as well.
no, yeah. So
You lean over his shoulder.
yeah, I've got one arm wrapped around, and it's sort of kind of leaning, slumped over one shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Going through that, and I'd be like, I'd type in the 500 and look at Nix and shrug.
In light of this, we will pay the donation. Well, it's going to leave me tight for food. Yeah, it'll be worth it.
Also, just to remind you, there is a ship fund for that. I think you've actually bought X amount of monies of supplies, so yeah.
Oh, yes.
We covered that. I made sure you bought food so you didn't
I
just
mean,
starve.
no.
You can't buy
Eating
cake, luxury cake, no apologetic cake.
Space Nando's.
A cheeky
Spandos.
space Nando's.
Spandos.
Cheeky Spandos.
Oy vey.
Cheeky Spando Bally. Yep,
Controversial British opinion, Nando's is
cheeky.
Oh fuck.
mediocre.
They
So-
have gone downhill.
But anyway, besides the food review show we're on, so you transfer the
Only
money to
their
Nix.
spiciest sauce is at all spicy.
You transfer the money to Nix, and then Nix do you zip
pay-
that way. Okay, yep. You pay the attendant smiles and kind of bows very monk-like, and then gestures with both their hands for each of your wrists.
I put my arm out.
Imagine I just said just the wrist. I just made it really creepy. So next you put your arm out, yep.
I guess I too kind of lean forward and put my arm out.
Yep, and then they kind of they don't touch your wrist, but they'll go as if they're about to kind of grab your wrist in that way, but kind of gentle motions, not in the grabby, horrible and kind of.
Okay, I was gonna say because
But
I totally.
they go
flipped
to
it.
basically cup your wrists, and then this ring of light, this white ring, like a cuff appears, just going and kind of glows on each of your wrists. A bit like when you go to swimming and you get your colour band.
You get your little band.
So
yeah.
you have this white band of light around your arm, and then they go, while you wear the band, you have access to the lower spire, and they kind of gesture behind them into like this central area, which is just light, really bright light. And they go, you have and then they go, 1 solar rotation to complete your knowledge seeking. And then they kind of smile again, they blink their red eyes, and then they kind of like just kind of turn back to the like the entryway.
Where do we go now?
Well, I mean, everybody seems to be walking into the light.
Towards the light.
Zigg's eyes would keep getting wider and wider as we got closer and closer to the light.
And to
I'll
the,
also
closer and closer to the break, everybody expecting the cliffhanger, just so you know.
I'd also then open up the comms. If anyone's got any questions, we can look into them.
Right, so we harsh cut to Lyko. Do you accept the incoming comm message as you're in a bar mid-conversation with your clandestine contact? Or do you just dismiss it, like a right swipe or a left swipe, whatever it is?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yep. So it goes bleep bleep, as if, you know...
I sort of look up at her and like, mind if I...
And we fade out on you when you say, mind if I... And you kind of like gesture to like the corner.
Yeah.
What about you guys, mid-firefight with your backs up against elevator doors? What do you used to... You just get the comms request going, beep, beep.
Ignore entirely.
Yep. Zora?
Not even notice.
Well, it's literally just your comms going, and it's like, I don't know, it's probably Nick's. Yeah, it's Nick's probably.
It's not me, I don't have comms anymore.
Yeah,
True
that's
that.
me.
So,
Oh, busy right now.
so you scream that back, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so we harsh cut back to you with the band of light. You're holding your comm, and then you just hear like Lyko drops out with a doo-doo noise. Emmelyn drops out with a doo-doo noise. Zigg hasn't even connected, and then you've got like Zora just kind of comes on. The little green light circles the happy the Vesk face, and then it just goes "Let our messages now!" and you just hear like random goblin nonsense in the background, and then the comm goes doo-doo.
I guess they're busy, Zigg.
And we take our break there.
Fucking androids.
So yeah, we'll break there. We'll come back in 10 minutes. See everybody for part 2 when I continue to hate Roll20 this week. So see you for part 2. Goodbye everybody, and hello Nick.
Goodbye everybody.
Bye Nick.
Bye.